All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Phillies and the Giants. We hope you enjoyed Game 1 of the White Sox and the Mariners. The Mariners won Game 1 by a score of 4-2. They've taken 1-0 lead in the series. Game 2 of that series will be tomorrow night after football. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like us and subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. If you're watching on Twitch, well, we invite you to like us and subscribe as well. For those on YouTube, join us live during the week. We're on Monday through Thursday. We're usually on at 8 o'clock Eastern time with a doubleheader of something, usually football, sometimes football and baseball. Currently, we're off on Friday nights. On Saturdays, we're on at 1 o'clock Eastern time with a full day of sports. And on Saturday, we come on at 5 o'clock Eastern with a full night of sports on Sunday. That's basically our current schedule right now. All right, next up, Game 1 between the Phillies and the Giants. We'll head out to the Polo Grounds in New York for this one here at Jammin' Sports. There's your lineups. Here we go. Jammin' Sports presents Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Live from the Polo Grounds in New York, it's the Phillies and the Giants. National League Championship Series up next here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the top of the first inning. Christy Mathewson, the Hall of Famer, on the mound for the Giants. I remember him from Stratomatic. He was a monster pitcher. Leading off for the Phillies will be the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series about to get underway, live from the Polo Grounds in New York. Mathewson, he is big windup, and it's fouled down the third base line, strike one to Ashburn. Count goes to 0-1. For those that watch the White Sox and the Mariners, welcome on back. Thank you for being here. And Ashburn, a ground ball to Jeff Kent, who makes the play at first for out number 1. There's your starting lineup for the Phillies. Shortstop Jimmy Rollins up next as Ashburn grounds out to second for out number 1. Here in the Polo Grounds in New York. The old New York Giants stop and grab before they moved to San Francisco. Jimmy Rollins up next. Lays a bunt down, but it goes out of play. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch in their first strike. Counts 0-2 to Jimmy Rollins. And now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out for out number 2 on 3 pitches. Kyle Schwarber, the left fielder, up next. Takes the first pitch. It's ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the first. And now the 1-0 pitch. It's fouled down the third base line, out of play. Count goes to 1-1 to Schwarber. And now the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. The Giants beat the Braves to get here, and the Phillies beat the Cubs to get here to the NLCS. Did he go around? Yes. They're going to have to throw down to first for the final out. At the end of a half inning, no score here at Jammin' Sports. Starting pitcher for the Phillies, Jim Bunning, here in game 1. Love these Phillies uniforms. They should go back to them full time. Hank Thompson will lead things off, the right fielder for the Giants. Bunning was a great pitcher in his day. The pitch to Thompson, in there for a strike, 0-1. NLCS game 1, no score here in the bottom of the first. And now the 0-1 pitch. Thompson pops it up. Mike Schmidt comes over from third and makes the play for out number 1. Thompson pops out to third, 1 down. There's the Giants starting lineup. Freddie Lindstrom, the third baseman, will be up next. Barry Bonds to follow. Willie Mays in cleanup. It's a pretty impressive lineup when you look at it. The names that are in there. Lindstrom now, the third baseman, will come up to face Jim Bunning. 1 out, bases empty. Inside, 1-0. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Live from the Polo Grounds in New York. One-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Rips it foul down the first base line. Count goes to 2-1 to Freddie Lindstrom. And now the 2-1 pitch. Pops it up. Coming over, Rollins will make the play from short in left field for out number 2. 2 down for the Giants here at the bottom of the first. And now Barry Bonds will come up. He's the left fielder. Fouls that one off down the line. Count goes to 0-1 to Bonds. And now the 0-1 pitch. Rips it down the first base line, but foul. Count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Bunning. He went around, struck him out. At the end of 1 complete. No score here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the second, live from the Polo Grounds in New York. Game 1 of the NLCS. Third baseman Mike Schmidt will lead things off for the Phillies. Christy Mathewson still on the mound for the Giants. Schmidt, high in the air. Willie Mays in center field makes the play for out number 1. Schmidt flies out to center, 1 down. The say hey kid, Willie Mays. Ryan Howard, the first baseman for the Phillies, up next with 1 out, bases empty. Mathewson is a Hall of Famer on the mound. He's an oldie. He's an old-timer. Outside, 1-0. I forget what he played. Maybe Evil Dead can put it up there for us when Mathewson played. It was like 1910, somewhere in there. I forget. The count's 1-0 to Ryan Howard. The 1-0 pitch. He went around. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. Top of the second, no score. And now the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it down the third base line. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Struck him out swinging for out number 2. 2 down for the Phillies. Here in the top of the second. Right fielder Bobby Abreu, with 2 outs, bases empty, comes up for the Phillies. First pitch is low, 1-0. The pitch by Mathewson. Up high, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 2-0 pitch. Down low, 3-0. Abreu looking for a 2-out walk if he can get it. And now the 3-0 pitch. Outside. Ball 4 and 4 pitches. It'll be a 2-out walk for Abreu. Here in the top of the second. And now Bryce Harper comes up. He's the DH tonight. Outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. That's Abreu at first. And now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Top of the second, no score. Phillies Giants, game 1 of the NLCS. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1 to Harper. The Polo Grounds in New York. And now the 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. That'll even the count at 2-2 to Bryce Harper. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Down low, full count, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. At the end of 1.5, no score. Here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the second. Center fielder Willie Mays will lead things off for the Giants. Jim Bunning on the mound for the Phillies. No score here in the bottom of the second. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. And now the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off, count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Willie Mays. Now the 2-2 pitch. Up high, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Pops it up, out of play. Count remains full at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. High into center field. Ashburn goes way back and makes the play for out number 1. Well hit by Mays. That would have been a home run in most parks, but not the Polo Grounds. One down, bases empty. First baseman Willie McCovey up next for the Giants. One out, bases empty. McCovey rips it in the left field. Schwarber goes back and makes the play for out number 2. McCovey flies out to left. 2 down. And now the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, comes up for the Giants. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the second. Facing Jim Bunning. Down low, 1-0. One 0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Down the left field line, foul, just foul. Oh, so close. Count goes to 1-2. 2 outs, bases empty. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. That'll end the inning. At the end of tour here at Jammin' Sports. Game 1 of the NLCS, no score in the top of the third. Christy Mathewson still on the mound for the Giants. Rips it right to Jeff Kent. He picks it up, throws to first for the out. Utley grounds out to second for out number 1. Jeff Kent makes the play at second. The catcher now, JT Realmuto, up next for the Phillies. 1 out, bases empty. Down low, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Down the first base line. That'll even the count at 1-1 to Realmuto. 1 out, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. 1 down here in the top of the third, bases empty. And now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging for out number 2. 5 strikeouts for Mathewson now. Center fielder Richie Ashburn comes up with 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the third. We're scoreless. That's a strike. It's in there. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Right up the middle. Jeff Kent will pick it up. Throw to first. In time. At the end of 2.5. No score here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Orlando Cepeda is the DH tonight for the Giants. He'll lead off the bottom of the third inning. Jim Bunning on the mound. Cepeda fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off again, 0-2. Orlando Cepeda, the DH. Down low, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, struck him out for out number 1. Bunning's 3rd strikeout of the night. Let's check out this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jeff Kent, the second baseman, up next. 1 out, bases empty. Up high, 1-0. Game 2 of this one will be Monday night after the football game. And that's going to be a base hit into right field for Jeff Kent. Abreu throws it in. It'll be a 1-out single for Kent here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next up for the Giants, Joey Bart, the catcher. 1 out, runner on first. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, no score. He went around, strike 1. Count goes to 0-1 to Bart. Now the 0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first base. That's Jeff Kent at first. 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1. They throw to first. Kent's back in time. Meanwhile, the count is still 2-1 to Joey Bart. They throw to first again. Kent's back in time. Two-1 pitch. In their first strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first base. They throw to first. Kent's back. Meanwhile, the count is still 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2 to Joey Bart. And now the 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. Joey Bart goes down swinging. 2 down for the Giants. And now the right fielder, Hank Thompson comes up. 2 outs, runner on first base. There goes the runner. Kent to second, and they get him. They nail him. And that's the end of 3 complete, no score. Here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 4th. Shortstop Jimmy Rollins will lead things off for the Phillies. No score here in Game 1 of the NLCS. Mathewson still on the mound. And that's, snagged out of the air by Willie McCovey. Rollins lines out to first. Nice play by McCovey. 1 down for the Phillies. And now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber, will come up. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. 1 out, bases empty for the Phillies here in the top of the 4th. 1-0 pitch. In their first strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. He went around, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out for out number 2. Two down for the Phillies here in the fourth. Next up, third baseman Mike Schmidt. 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the fourth inning. Pitch by Mathewson. Up high, 1-0. We're at the Polo Grounds in New York. Game 1 of the NLCS. Phillies and Giants. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Games 1 and 2 in New York. Games 3, 4, and 5 in Philadelphia. And if necessary, games 6 and 7 back here in New York. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and miss. 1-2 to Schmidt, the Philly third baseman. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. We're in the top of the fourth inning. We're still scoreless. We have a pitcher's duel going on. 1-2 pitch. He rips it into right field. A base hit. Thompson will throw it in. It's a 2-out single for Schmidt. So the Phillies now have a runner on first base with 2 outs. And the first baseman, Ryan Howard, comes up next to face Mathewson. The pitch, down low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. Now the 1-0 pitch. Rips it into center field, a base hit. Schmidt will hold up at second. And now the Phillies have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Back-to-back singles by the Phillies here with 2 outs in the fourth inning. That one right up the gut. And now the right fielder, Bobby Abreu, comes up with 2 outs, runners at first and second. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Florida is spanking Tennessee 26-7. We just can't win down there. Count goes to 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Tennessee always has a hard time down in Greensboro. They just can't win down there. Count goes to 2-2 to Abreu. Runners on first and second. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. Schmidt's coming around. They throw home. And they hold him up at third. Bases loaded. 3 straight singles. 3 consecutive singles for the Phillies. All happening with 2 outs. And now bases are loaded for Philadelphia. And now Bryce Harper, the DH, comes up. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Harper went around, strike 1. Now the 0-1 pitch. Rips it foul. Count quickly, 0-2 to Harper. 2 outs, bases loaded. Mathewson trying to get out of the inning. 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Pops it up. Willie Mays comes in. and makes the play for the final out. The Phillies strand all the runners. No score here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Polo Grounds in New York. Game 1 of the NLCS. Giants and Phillies here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Right fielder Hank Thompson will lead things off for the Giants. Jim Bunning on the mound. Thompson fouls it off. Strike 1. Game 1 of the best of 7. No score. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. Ripped. Well hit. That's going to be a triple at least. Into right center field. This could be an in-the-park home run. Coming around third. The throw. Relay coming home. Safe. Inside the park. Home run by Hank Thompson. He hit it all the way into the deep right center field corner. The Polo Grounds is cavernous in those areas. You hit one there, and if you've got any speed about you, it'll be an inside the park home run. And the Giants take a 1-0 lead. Third baseman Freddie Lindstrom comes up. And it's a ball. Count goes to 1-0. So the Giants on an inside the park home run by Hank Thompson, takes a 1-0 lead. 1-0 pitch. Fouled it off. Count goes to 1-1 to Freddie Lindstrom. We haven't seen an inside the park homer in a while. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. He swung on an inside pitch. 5 strikeouts for Bunning. Next up, left fielder Barry Bonds for the Giants. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Bunning. Big swing and a miss by Bonds, strike 1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. Giants lead it 1-0 on an inside the park home run by Hank Thompson. And now the 1-1 pitch to Bonds. Inside, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Bonds, high in the air, out to left field. Schwarber goes back and makes the play for out number 2. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Willie Mays, comes up. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 4th. Giants up 1-0. The Say Hey Kid. Down low, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The 2-0 pitch by Bunning. Outside, 3-0. Looking for a 2-out walk is Mays. And now the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4 and 4 pitches. A 2-out walk for Willie Mays. And the Giants put the runner on first with 2 outs. First baseman Willie McCovey comes up. In there for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, runner on first, that's Mays. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off down the third base line. Count quickly, 0-2 to McCovey. And now the 0-2 pitch. Right back to Bunting, he'll throw to first for the out. At the end of 4 complete, a solo shot home run by Hank Thompson, and the Giants take a 1-0 lead here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the top of the 5th. Second baseman Chase Utley will lead things off for Philadelphia. Phillies down 1-0. Mathewson still on the mound for the Giants. Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Just a 1-run game here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. That'll even the count at 1-1. You gotta love this game. It's the PS5 version right here. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. My moderator bringing you the game today. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off down the line. Feel free to chat in the chat room. You don't have to just watch. You can chat and interact with us if you'd like. The 1-2 pitch to Utley. Utley nails it, but it goes foul. Oh, they said it was a home run. Okay, we're tied at 1. I thought it went foul. It hooked around the foul pole. We're tied at 1. And JT Real Muto will come up next. That kind of surprised me for a second. So the catcher, Real Muto, comes up. We're now tied. That was weird. That hooked around the foul pole. That's why it was a home run. I'm watching it on my laptop again. They just broke away quickly, that's all. We're tied at 1 now in the top of the 5th. Nobody out. The catcher, JT Real Muto, at the plate. The count is 1-1. And he fouls that off down the third base line. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. He went around, struck him out. For out number 1. And now the center fielder, Richie Ashburn, comes up for Philadelphia. Now in a tie ball game at the top of the 5th. 1 out, bases empty. Lays a bunt down, but it goes foul. Lindstrom came in to make the play, but it was a foul ball. And now the 0-1 pitch. And that's a ground ball to McCovey. He'll take it himself for out number 2. Ashburn grounds out to first. 2 down. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Jimmy Rollins, the shortstop now, with 2 outs, bases empty. Down low, count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. We went around 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch by Mathewson. Fouls it off, 1-2. Good crowd here tonight. Watching game 1 of the NLCS. Up high, 2-2 to Rollins. Again, you can chat if you'd like. We don't mind. 2-2 pitch. Right up the middle, back to Mathewson, throws to first for the out. At the end of 4.5, we're tied at 1 here at Javits Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here in Game 1. The shortstop, Brandon Crawford, will come up for the Giants, facing Jim Bunning, and he fouls it off 0-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and we're tied at 1. And now the 0-1 pitch by Bunning. In there for a strike, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. Ripped foul down the third base line. A lot of foul territory here at the Polo Grounds in New York. Just like the Coliseum in Oakland. A lot of foul territory. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. 6 strikeouts for Bunning now. Orlando Cepeda, the DH, up next for the Giants. 1 out, bases empty in a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch up high, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-1 pitch to Cepeda. Fouls it off, 1-2. Earlier this evening, Seattle beat the White Sox 4-2 to take a 1-0 lead in that series. That's in the video section if you want to check it out. 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. So the Mariners lead the American League Championship Series 1-0 over the White Sox. We'll have Game 2 of that tomorrow after football. We'll have Game 2 of this game Monday after football. Now the second baseman, Jeff Kent, with 2 outs, bases empty. Outside, 1-0. We'll have a doubleheader football tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll have Game 2 of the White Sox and the Mariners. The 1-0 pitch. Right to the first baseman, Howard. He'll take it himself. At the end of 5 complete innings, we're tied at 1 here at Javits Sports. We go to the top of the 6th. Left fielder Kyle Schwarber will lead things off for the Phillies in a tie ball game. Mathewson on the mound. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Rips it to center field. Mays goes back, way back. Oh my goodness. Mays almost at the warning track. That's over 400 feet out there. That would have been a home run in most ballparks. 1 down. And now the third baseman, Mike Schmidt, will come up. 1 out, bases empty. Up high, 1-0. It is deep in center field here. Not so much down the lines, but it is in center field. 1-0 pitch. Rips it down the left field line, and that's a home run. A shot by Mike Schmidt over the short left field porch. That's the Polo Grounds for you. Down the left and right field lines, it's not much. And the Phillies take a 2-1 lead. A solo shot by Mike Schmidt. Let's watch it again. Again, it's very short. Down the line, just 279. Ryan Howard, the first baseman, up next. 1 out, bases empty. The Phillies up 2-1. In their first strike, 0-1. So the Phillies go up by 1 here in the top of the 6th. Now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. The 0-2 pitch by Mathewson. Up high, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That windup of Mathewson. Big swing and a miss, struck him out. Howard goes down swinging for out number 2. 8 strikeouts. He swung on an outside pitch. Two down for the Phillies now in the top of the 6th inning. They lead it 2-1. And the right fielder, Bobby Abreu, comes up next. 2 outs, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. I love his windup. In there for a strike on the upper corner, 0-2 to Bobby Abreu. And now the 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. We're in the top of the 6th here in game 1. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. Earlier this afternoon, we had a couple of football games. The Saints beat the 49ers and the Steelers beat the Rams. We'll wrap up week number 7 of our current NFL sim season tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the Vikings, Packers, and the Eagles, Jets. It's now 2-2 to Abreu. Now the 2-2 pitch. 3-2. Full count. Now the 3-2 pitch. Rips it into center field. A 2-out single for Bobby Abreu. That'll keep the inning alive for the Phillies. And now the DH, Bryce Harper, comes up. 2 outs, runner on first base. The pitch. Inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. Alex Wood warming up for the Giants in the bullpen. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base for Bryce Harper. The pitch. Outside, 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
Chase Utley, the second baseman, on deck. The count's 3-0 to Harper. 3-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. The Phillies now have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the second baseman, Chase Utley, comes up next. And chance for some more runs for the Phillies if Utley can get a base hit. The pitch by Mathewson. Down low, 1-0. A walk will load the bases. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch, up high, but in there. Count goes to 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Rips it down the line, foul. A lot of pitches this inning for Mathewson. The count's at 1-2 to Chase Utley. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. A ground ball back to Mathewson. He'll throw to first for the out. However, the Phillies, on Mike Schmidt's solo shot homer, take a 2-1 lead here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Joey Bart, the catcher, will lead things off for the Giants here in game one. Phillies up 2-1. Bunning's still on the mound for the Phillies. Big swing and a miss, strike one. Boy, Bart took a big cut at that one. 0-1. If you don't have a copy of the show, you need to. It's such a great game. Ask Evil Dead, he loves it too. 0-1 pitch. It's high in the air, out to right field, and Bobby Abreu makes the play for out number one. One down for the Giants here at the bottom of the sixth. Is it perfect? There is no perfect video game, but it comes close. It comes absolutely very close. Hank Thompson, the right fielder, up next. In there for a strike, 0-1. For my money, this is the best sports simulation game out there. 0-1 pitch. Counts at 1-1. NHL 23 is right up there with the show. That hockey game is tremendous. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. NBA 2K would be my third ranked. And then Madden's a joke these days. That's why I still use 19. The 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. Madden would not even rank fourth. Some of those racing games would be in there. The soccer game would be in there. 2-2. Thompson high out to center field. Ashburn goes deep and makes the play for out number 2. The last good Madden was Madden 19, which is why I still use it. Madden 19 is better than any of the newer ones, hands down. Freddie Lindstrom with 2 outs. The third baseman comes up next. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. But we have a good time with Madden 19. It's been our rock. It really has. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1. Even though the reviews for NBA 2K24 have not been good, just about everybody says it's a step backwards. 2-1 pitch. High in the air, Ashburn comes running in and makes a nice play to end the inning. At the end of 6 complete, Phillies up 2-1 here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the top of the 7th. New pitcher Alex Wood comes in for the Giants. Phillies up 2-1. As we go to the top of the 7th inning here in game 1, of the NLCS. The catcher, JT Realmuto, will lead things off. In there for a strike, 0-1. EA's new soccer game looks spectacular, by the way. Count goes to 1-1. It's not out yet, but it looks good from what I've seen. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Realmuto. Inside, just a bit inside, as Bob Uecker used to say in the Major League movies. Just a bit inside. 2-2 pitch. Up high, 3-2. Got a full count to Realmuto. Down the line. It's fair ball. That'll be a base hit. A leadoff single for JT Realmuto. Yeah, I know in the movie he says just a bit outside, but that was an inside pitch, but you get the idea. He was so good in that movie. And I'm talking about the first one. The other ones are crap. That first Major League movie is outstanding. Uecker was so cool in that movie. Snap throw to first. Realmuto's back in time. Nobody out, runner on first base for the Phillies. They're up 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. Throw to first again. They're determined to keep Realmuto at first base. Ashburn patiently waiting at the plate. Now here's the pitch. And it's right to the shortstop. Crawford makes the play. Brandon Crawford. Ashburn lines out. Yeah, his colored man was outstanding. 1 down for the Phillies here in the top of the 7th. Outside, 1-0. Jimmy Rollins, the shortstop, at the plate. Counts 1-0. He rips it foul down the line, off the wall. They'll even the count at 1-1. 1 out, runner on first for the Phillies. Phillies up 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. And that's going to be a ground ball to Crawford. They'll turn 2. There's 1. No, they only get the lead runner. They get Realmuto, but Rollins is safe at first. Crawford tries to turn 2. So 2 outs now, runner on first. Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Rollins at first. The pitch rips it into center field. Willie Mays going way back. Wow. Makes the play. That'll end the inning. After 6.5. Phillies lead it 2-1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning here in Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Phillies lead it 2-1 over the Giants. Barry Bonds, the left fielder, will lead things off. Down low, 1-0. Kimbrel and Alvarado warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies. That movie, Major League, was so good. It's one of my favorite baseball movies of all time. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Bonds rips it. Home run. And we're tied up. A solo shot by Barry Bonds down the right field line. It doesn't have to go far down the right field line here. And we're tied at 2. Let's watch this one again. That one left the building. That That cleared the roof. And now we're tied at 2. Center fielder Willie Mays comes up. Mays fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. That one exited the building. That was above the upper deck. Count to Mays goes to 0-1. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. We're tied at 2. Bunning's still on the mound. Up high, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1. They might want to take Bunning out of there. I think he's getting fatigued. 2-1 pitch. High in the air. Out to Ashburn in center. Going back. Ashburn makes the play for out number 1. One down for the Giants in the bottom of the 7th. We're tied at 2. First baseman Willie McCovey comes up next. One out, bases empty. Up high, 1-0. One 0 pitch. McCovey down the line, but foul. Count evens up at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Rips it up the middle, a base hit into center field. A 1-out single for McCovey. And the Giants having a big inning here in the bottom of the 7th. They've tied it up, but they're not done yet. 1 out, runner on first base. And now the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, comes up. We're tied here in the bottom of the 2nd. In there for a strike, 0-1. Game 1 of the NLCS. Phillies and Giants tied at 2. The 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Yep, Boggs hit 1-0. It left the building. It cleared the building down the right field line. Yes, he hit a homer to tie the game up. The count's 0-2 to Crawford. Crawford fouls it off. Counts at 0-2. It was up around the light standard. It exited the building. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. So the game is tied at 2. One-two pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 1-2 to Brandon Crawford, the Giant shortstop. Yeah, Roy's word. 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2 to Crawford. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. Down low, full count, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Bunning. Outside, ball 4. And the Giants, with 1 out, have runners at first and second. Poised to take the lead. The DH, Orlando Cepeda, will come up next. The pitch by Bunning. Up high, 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, tied up at 2. Game 1 of the NLCS. One-0 pitch, down low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Down low, 3-0. A walk below the bases. Three balls, no strikes, 1 out to Orlando Cepeda. The 3-0 pitch. Right up the middle, a base hit. That's going to score a run. And Crawford is safe at third. And the Giants take a 3-2 lead. As McCovey scores from second on the RBI single by Orlando Cepeda. And that's it. For Bunting, he's done for the night. The Giants take a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's see who the Phillies bring in. Connor Brogdon will come on in relief. The Giants still only have 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, with runners on the corners at first and third. Second baseman Jeff Kent will come up. The Giants with a 3-2 lead now. That's in there for a strike, 0-1. Game 2 of this series will be Monday night after football. It'll be approximately 9:30 Eastern. Inside 1-1. Game 2 of the Mariners and the Red Sox will be after the doubleheader tomorrow of football. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. A walk with low the bases. There's runners on first and third. Two-one pitch. Up high, 3-1. I need a small glass of milk. 3-1 pitch. In there for a strike, full count. 3-2 to Jeff Kent. Three-two pitch. Ripped up the middle. That's going to score another run. Crawford comes home. They throw to third. Safe. Another RBI single for the Giants. And they take a 4-2 lead. Still just 1 out here in the 7th inning. Thank you for the update, Evil Dead. Joey Bart, the catcher, up next. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie. High in the air, out to left field. That's going to drop. That's going to be multiple runs. That's going to clear the bases. This could be another inside the park home run. It is. Joey Bart clears the bases. An inside the park home run. Gracie comes in and they hit an inside the park homer. And the Giants take a 7-2 lead. Still just 1 out. And Hank Thompson comes up. The right fielder. It's a ball. Count goes to 1-0. The Giants have broken this one wide open. That's what makes this field so fun. It's a hitter's ballpark, to be sure. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. 1-1. We've seen 2 inside the park home runs tonight. In there for a strike, 1-2. Hank Thompson, the right fielder. 1-2 pitch. He went around, struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Giants here in the bottom of the 7th. And now the third baseman, Freddie Lindstrom, will come up. They misspelled this guy's name too. It's Lindstrom, not Lindstorm. In there for a strike, 0-1. Two outs, bases empty, 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, quickly 0-2. I just noticed that. They misspelled this guy's name. And now the 0-2 pitch by Brogdon. Rips it foul. Count remains at 0-2. Big inning for the Giants. They score 5. They scored 6 in this inning to take a 7-2 lead. Inside, 1-2 to Lindstrom. And now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. That finally ends the inning. But the Giants score 6. They take a 7-2 lead here at Jammin' Sports. Logan Webb will come in to pitch for the Giants. As we go to the top of the 8th inning, the Giants lead the Phillies 7-2 here in Game 1. Mike Schmidt, the third baseman, will lead things off for the Phillies here in the top of the 8th. Phillies are down 5. They got to get back in this. In there for a strike, 0-1. Baumgartner and Rogers warming up with the bullpen for the Giants. The count's 0-1 to Schmidt. 0-1 pitch. Rips it into right field for a base hit. A leadoff single for Schmidt in the top of the 8th. So the Phillies trying to come back. They're down by 5 late in the game. Next up, first baseman Ryan Howard. Howard's a great player. Rips it past Kemp into right field. Back-to-back base hits. That should be, they should call that a single. They do. So back-to-back base hits by the Phillies to lead off the top of the 8th. Nobody out, runners at first and second. Right fielder Bobby Abreu comes up. Philadelphia trying to get back in the game. In there for a strike, 0-1. Giants up 7-2 here in the top of the 8th. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch. Inside. Count goes to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Logan Webb on the mound in relief for the Giants here on the top of the 8th. Counts at 2-2. Phillies trying to rally. And now the 2-2 pitch. Inside, full count to Bobby Abreu at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Rips it foul down the third base line. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Rips it. Crawford. They get the lead runner. That's it. So they're going to get the out, but now there's runners at first and third. Crawford kind of double clutched it there. Flips it to Kent to get the lead runner, but Abreu's safe at first. So the Phillies now have runners at first and third with 1 out. Bryce Harper will come up, the DH. In there for a strike, 0-1. I'm glad I'm not watching the Tennessee Volunteers game. I'd probably be very disappointed. I hear they're down 26-7 to Florida. 0-1 pitch. Did he go around? No, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runners on the corners. We're in the top of the 8th. Giants up 7-2. 1-1 pitch. And that's knocked down by McCovey. Everyone's going to be saved, I think. No, they flip it in time. They get Harper, but that's going to score a run. It'll be a sacrifice. The runner on third will score. It is now 7-3 in favor of the Giants. That was very close. Webb managed to cover the bag in time. Now there's 2 outs with a runner on second. And the Giants are up 7-3. Second baseman Chase Utley up next. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. So the Giants' lead is now 4. That's true, not a sacrifice. You're right. My bad. Just a ground ball, RBI out. You're right. I was just thinking of that. 1-1 pitch. High in the air, out to center field. Willie Mays comes over and makes the play for the final out. At the end of 7.5. The Giants lead at 7-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Andrew Bellotti will come in. The pitch for the Phillies. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Giants lead it 7-3 here in game 1. Barry Bonds, the left fielder, comes up. I was thinking if I had an actual scorecard in front of me, I would have seen that. But I don't have a scorecard here. When I do games on the radio, I do. Barry Bonds will lead off the bottom of the 8th. Bonds rips it foul down the first base line. 0-1. Giants trying to get some insurance runs. Down low, count evens up at 1-1 to Bonds. One pitch. Down low, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Down low, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Bonds. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. There'll be a leadoff walk for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. Willie Mays, the center fielder, up next. Nobody out, runner on first base for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. Giants up by 4, 7-3. Bellotti on the mound for the Phillies. Down low, 1-0. And so far, Bellotti has not been very effective. Bonds at first base. Nobody out. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Craig Kimbrell warming up with the bullpen for the Phillies. Counts at 1-1. The pitch to Mays. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. Count goes to 1-2 to the Say Hey kid. They throw to first, Bonds back in time. Counts at 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. High in the air, out to Abreu and right. Abreu going back and makes the play for out number 1. They quickly throw it in to keep Bonds at first base. 1 down for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. First baseman Willie McCovey comes up. I was about to call him Willie or Millie Wachovey. One out, runner on first. Outside, count goes to 1-0. There goes the runner, Bonds, and he's safe at second base. So the Giants now have a runner in scoring position at second base. Bonds got a good jump. One out, runner on second, McCovey at the plate. The count's 2-0. Yeah, Millie Wachovey is what I about called him. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. We're at the Polo Grounds in New York, where the Giants used to play before they moved to San Francisco. 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be to Rollins at short, and he throws him out. Bonds stays at second base. Nice play by the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins at short. Misty has said goodnight for the first time tonight. 2 down for the Giants here in the bottom of the 8th. Shortstop Brandon Crawford up next. Outside, 1-0. Two outs, runner on second base. That's Bonds. Counts 1-0 to Crawford. Outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Game 2 of this series, Monday night after football. In their first strike, 2-1. On Monday night, we'll have the Rams and the Saints at 8 Eastern, followed by Game 2 of this game, probably around 9:30 Eastern. Fouls it off. Count goes to 2-2 to Brandon Crawford. Tomorrow night at 5 Eastern, we'll have an NFL doubleheader and then Game 2 of the Mariners and the White Sox. 2-2 pitch. Down the line, fair ball. Bonds is coming around. Bonds will score. An RBI single by Brandon Crawford. And the Giants take an 8-3 lead. That scores Barry Bonds from second base. Right down the line. And the Giants are back up by 5. The DH, Orlando Cepeda with 2 outs, runner on first. Up high, 1-0.
1-1, no strike.
Looks like the Giants are going to take a 1-0 lead in this series. It's a best of 7. 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. He went around. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Right to the second baseman Utley, and they make the play at second. That'll end the inning. However, the Giants take an 8-3 lead. We go to the 9th here at Jammin' Sports. JT Realmuto, the catcher, will lead things off for the Phillies. Giants 3 outs away from taking game 1. Logan Webb still on the mound. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Baumgartner and Nen warming up in the bullpen. We'll probably throw some basketball on after this. It's early yet. In their first strike, 1-1. Top of the 9th. Outside, 2-1. The Phillies have to score 5 to extend the game, 6 to take the lead. 2-1 pitch. Popped it up. Lindstrom comes over from third and makes the play for out number one. One down for the Phillies here in the top of the ninth. Game 2 of the White Sox and Mariners will be tomorrow night after the football doubleheader. That football doubleheader starts at 5 Eastern. And then game 2 of this one will be after the Monday football game at approximately 9:30 Eastern. The football game will be at 8 o'clock Eastern. Richie Ashburn, the center fielder, comes up. One out, bases empty. Counts 1-0. He rips it right to Jeff Kent at second and makes the play for out number 2. And the Phillies are down to their last out here in the top of the ninth. We'll have some NBA basketball on next. I still use NBA 23. It's a good game. Jimmy Rollins, the shortstop. And that's going to be a 2-out single into center field. That'll keep the game going for the Phillies. They'll extend the game, at least one batter. Left fielder Kyle Schwarber comes up. Phillies still down to the last out here in game 1. It's a check swing, pops up. Crawford makes the play, and the Giants take game 1, 8-3 over the Phillies. Your winning pitcher, Christy Mathewson. Your losing pitcher, Jim Bunning. As the Giants win it 8-3. And the Giants take a 1-0 lead in this best of 7. Learn all about the show at theshow.com. Once again, your final score, the Giants over the Phillies 8-3. The Giants take a 1-0 lead in the series. Game 2, Monday night. NBA basketball up next. We'll have a NFL doubleheader tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 Pacific. Good night, everybody.